I just joined eXp Realty after owning my own independent real estate company for over 2 years, and today I'm going to talk to you about my day one at eXp Realty. And so first thing that happened to make it official was I had my real estate license transferred over to eXp, which luckily for me, that was, at least here in Minnesota, that was almost instantly, which was great. And then once that happened, then I started getting several emails from eXp, which will be important. If you join eXp, you want to make sure you are paying attention to all the emails that you get. One of the first emails I got was talking about the eXp Passport, which the eXp Passport is a secure single sign-on system called eXp Passport, and it allows you with one password to access many of the eXp Realty tools, such as the eXp Enterprise, which is like the main dashboard where a lot of the information you're gonna need is gonna be located. It also gives you access to the marketing center, which is really great place to get all your marketing, hence why the name. And then also the workplace, which if you know about workplace, is by Facebook. It's where all the eXp agents get connected, and it's, you know, workplace is an essential tool for company communication and collaboration. So I got my license transferred. I started getting all this information to log into all these great systems, and which gave me access to, like I said, eXp Enterprise, Workspace or Workplace, sorry, and then SkySlope. SkySlope is what eXp uses for all the transaction management, and I will do another video that talks a little bit more about all these tools and explain them a little bit more in detail. But I was very impressed with SkySlope because it's just an easy way when you are under contract, whether you're listing a house or helping a buyer buy a house, put all your documents in, and it's very slick. So once all those emails started coming up, another email that came was talking about the MLS transfer. And this is important because I wanted to make sure that my previous company, Casa Real Estate, wanted to make sure I could transfer all of that information, my transactions, my access to the MLS, to showing time, to opening my lockbox, all that. I wanted it to transfer to the MLS through eXp now. So I had to fill a couple forms, and fortunately for me, this was also very quick. Within that first day, most of that information was transferred. By the second day, we were good to go. Now, this may not be the case. It might not be this quick in the state that you are or in your MLS, but my biggest recommendation is that on day one, be proactive. Through this day, I had some questions, and so there were plenty of people at eXp, whether it was a broker or the onboarding coordinators, and just plenty of people to help you with this. But you do have to be proactive. I mean, people will help you, but no one's gonna like kind of handhold you through all this. It's your responsibility that you're being proactive with this. So this was kind of like the main things that I focused on day one. But I wanted to make sure again that I had access to showing time, and that showing time is what we use for like showing homes. I think that's what most realtors use in the US, but that was important because I actually had to go show a house that first day. Lock boxes, I wanted to make sure the app on my phone still worked to open a lockbox. So I had a lockbox here in my office, and then I just practiced with it, make sure it's still open. Then the other thing that I got was a calendar invite to all the events happening within eXp in Minnesota. That's where I live, that's where I work. So that was pretty cool to kind of sync those events with my Google Calendar, which is what I use. And then one thing I found out is here in Minnesota, they have contract reviews every week. So every week, the broker comes to the eXp world, and they talk about the contract line by line. They talk about different things that happened in the previous week that we need to be, up to date with, or just kind of to keep in mind. So I was very fascinated with that training, and that's every week. They also do a weekly Minnesota update every week. Obviously, you don't have to go to these meetings every week, or if you don't want to, you don't have to. But for me, even being a broker, having my own brokerage, it was very helpful, and I learned several things. So that was awesome. Then I also signed up for the new agent orientation. So they kind of give you more information statewide or state-based as to who you should contact for different things that you might need, whether it's transactions, compliance, obviously the broker, for marketing, kind of get you information on that. On day one, I started doing some SkySlope training. After I transferred my brokerage to eXp, I had a couple deals that I transferred that were pending. So I started to do a little bit of training. It's not rocket science or anything, but might take you a little bit of time to get used to it. If you're a newer agent, it probably take you longer because you're just kind of starting and getting used to contracts and what they are and what you need. They do give you some really good checklists. Actually, I have one right here, but there's some good checklists that tell you like, okay, what are the documents that you need, whether you're doing a listing or whether you're doing a buyer, and that's very helpful. eXp will give you a marketing starter kit, which includes business cards and presentation folders, which I thought was pretty cool. And then I also got my KV Core. KV Core is a CRM and website that eXp provides to you. It has so many great features, and it's just awesome. I still need to spend more time getting my website and CRM set up, but there's plenty of classes for that. There's training for anything, any question that you have, someone has already had it, and so there's plenty of training training, so that won't be an issue. But I started the initiation for that KV core to get set up. It said that it would take about 7 days, but within day 2 it was already set up. Again, I was very impressed. Now for your case, it could take a little longer, but the important thing is that you do it sooner, so that way you have plenty of time and it gets set up quick. This was my experience so far. It's been great. I mean, I will say I was a little nervous and a little anxious before joining eXp. I mean, for me it was a big move going from my own company to now eXp, but so far it's been great. And once my license transfer, I just lost all that anxiety and kind of nervousness, and I became super excited. And you know, day one was awesome for me. If you have any questions or want more insights about my journey so far at eXp, feel free to reach out. You know, I'm an open book, transparent. I'll be honest with you, and obviously I'm never gonna pressure you to make any decisions to join eXp or not. But if you have questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks for watching.